we'll go ahead and get started. So, hello and good evening. Ooh, somebody's out there. Great. Um, I wanted to do a little bit of movement tonight. If you are like me, maybe you're kind of missing your physical yoga practice right now. And this will kind of go hand in hand with the meditation and an attention release practice. So, just going to move a little bit in the upper body. I'm getting comfortable wherever you are seated, hopefully with a little room to move your arms. And so we'll start off just feeling the crown of your head reaching up tall. Find your nose perfectly level as you breathe in through the nose. And then keeping this tall spine, let chin sink down to the chest as you breathe out. And just continue to rest the chin downwards. And then find just the tiniest sway to your head. So no force, we're just moving the head side to side, this low angle. Maybe feeling any tension in those little muscles in the back sides of the neck. And we'll start to pick our head up. Again, nose kind of level with the floor. And continuing this side to side motion, breathing gently. Finding your way to the middle, and then just the slightest look up. Bringing that gentle sway, feeling a little more open in the throat. So not wrenching your head all the way back, just gently resting back, maybe letting your mouth be slightly open, jaw at ease. And so from here, notice if it feels comfortable to just continue a whole gentle circle. When your head reaches the back again, take that circle in the other direction. With the head coming back to this slightly upward facing position, breathe your shoulders up. As you exhale, chin neutral, shoulders roll back and down. Feeling the chin sink all the way down, and we'll take another breath like this, breathing in to look up, to squeeze the shoulders up. Breathing out, looking down, rolling the shoulders down. So just one more of these kind of coordinated breaths. Movement of head, circle of shoulders. And then finding your hands on your knees or your thighs, wherever you can manage. Let your arms be long. Maybe bend the elbows. Let yourself curl forwards. When you are ready to inhale, push your arms long. Bring your gaze up, jaw relaxed. Breathing out, finding more of these big scoops down. And breathing in to push your way back up. So we're going to take the left hand and just disconnect it from the leg and begin to circle the hand in front of you. Up and around, maybe following with your eyes if that is comfortable. Slowly exploring that full range of your shoulder. Bringing hand back where it started, resting on your thigh. And so maybe you need to brace into that arm a little bit. We're going to make that same circle, other side. So right hand, slowly circling around. Again, maybe following with your gaze or just resting your chin if that's more comfortable. Till we can come back to rest. So just wiggle the shoulders around a little bit. And we'll start to rest the left shoulder. So let it kind of actively sag down, and we'll lean the ear to the opposite side. Just take one breath as if you were breathing in and back out through this stretched side of your neck. Find the head, coming chin down, rolling to the other side. So dropping the opposite shoulder, finding one more of those great breaths into this gentle stretch of your neck. Chin rolls down, and we'll just gently pick the chin back up. Again, maybe a few wiggles of the shoulders. We're going to see if we can kind of physically open the heart. So one arm at a time, working their way back. So maybe you are able to clasp hands, or maybe you just need to have your palms down behind you on whatever you're sitting on. Whatever you can manage. See how long you can make the arms. Gently opening, stretching across part. Let your chin rest down. Exhale. Inhale. Roll the head up just until you feel the right amount of open. A space where you can stay for a couple of breaths at your own pace. Letting these breaths bring all this juicy openness across the heart. So breathing into your belly, but just really savoring the top of your breath here in the top of the body. So gently separating the hands, letting the shoulders come back into position, letting the head rest. And just take a little kind of sway, a little tick-tock in your spine. You can bring whatever degree of movement into your head as well. Find the shoulders, one more movement, rolling up, circling, resting back and down. As we shift into meditation, find some focus in the heart. So just notice if it feels good to have those shoulders maybe at the tiniest bit actively back from what you would normally rest. So not really exaggerating it, just if your normal posture is here, maybe just opening a little bit extra. Throughout this practice, natural belly breaths. But we're going to center our awareness in the heart. So finding this experience of breath and life where it flows in through your nose. Inviting your next breath to wash up over your forehead. Relaxing eyes and forehead. Exhale naturally, flowing out. No holding. Find your next breath moving in your throat. So just cool air rushing down and in. Warm air rising out. If you noticed any lumps in your throat, just swallow once or twice. And we'll see if we can let the next breath just trickle in. Nose, forehead, throat, and then into the heart. Notice what you find here just by awareness and breath. Feeling this physical sensation of muscles stretched across the front of the chest. letting the breath do the work of opening, not actively stretching. Feeling each breath as it explores the elasticity of muscles and tissues in the heart. With this attention on our physical level, our outermost level, notice if that was enough to maybe stir up some things inside on an emotional level. Sometimes we can find these little knots of this or that that we kind of hold in our heart. So we'll try not to let the mind pick these things apart. No analyzing. If you notice your eyes twitching, activity up top in the mind, just follow your next breath down into the heart so we can just simply be with whatever we find here. To simply be with whatever physical sensation or any little emotion that might bubble up, positive, negative, or neutral, just being here. And invite a sense of openness, sense of expansion. Whatever that looks like or feels like to you is fine. Just making room for whatever you find to be. Making room for whatever you find to maybe loosen up a little bit, knots to untangle. Just a felt sensation without analyzing. Each distraction is a chance to circle awareness back in. Prepare to transition to the tension release practice. We're staying centered, awareness and breath down into the heart. Just moving your hands off of your seat so that your hands are just gently reaching out to your sides, forming this triangle with your arms, fingertips or palms resting, or even floating is fine if you're in a chair. We'll change one thing inside. Breathing into the heart as normal, but then imagining that your exhalations could flow down the length of your arms and just spill out of your palms. So that's just breath into the heart, out through the arms and the hands. Notice what metaphor your mind might like for this cleansing breath. Maybe that flow of breath is a sensation enough in itself. Maybe you can imagine all this rain flowing in clean, washing the heart, spilling out of the hands. You can even choose to add the affirmation or mantra for this practice. That is as simple as breathing in the words, "I deeply wish to surrender." As you breathe out all negative psychic tension, "I deeply wish to surrender all negative psychic tension." Maybe working with that mantra, or maybe just the breath is enough, your choice. Whatever you're doing, just allowing this cleansing to happen in the heart as you breathe in, and this release as you breathe out. Not naming your tensions, just feeling anything you find spilling out of the hands. A couple more rounds. Maybe making your final breath just super juicy, full, flowing openness. Maybe opening shoulders a little more. Really opening the hands, letting everything left spill out. You can flick your fingers off or wipe your hands, letting them come back to rest wherever they might have started on your legs. Just for a few moments, let yourself come back to a natural posture, a natural breath, letting go of any doership. Noticing how you feel. So from here, we'll just kind of draw hands up to the heart and our practice. And I would just like to say that while this rain might be so nice and relaxing for us, it did cause a lot of devastation in the south side of town. A lot of people are out right now, put out very badly, so I'll post a link in the description. If there's any way you can help, please do so. Thank you for joining me.